Man, what is up to anybody that might be watching this? I'm gonna make this real short and sweet. This is just like my take on Black Lives Matter. I'm pretty sure a lot of this has been said before and probably ignored before. And probably when someone has said it, that person has been called a Uncle Tom, a coon, or all the other bullshit in the book. But to each his own. That's how I feel. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But just my personal opinion, real short and sweet, of why the whole Black Lives Matter movement will never have the great effect that it could possibly had if it was done in a different way, is because of the whole platform. The foundation is just off. The whole basis of getting excited when a police kills a black person, but when a nigga kills a nigga, nobody is there. No one lifts a fucking finger. No one cares. We just turn our head like, hey, this shit happens all the time, like it's nothing. And then, when you bring it to the attention of the Black Lives Matters protesters, they all give you the same rebuttal. Well, this ain't about that. It ain't about that. This is about the police being civil servants, placed to protect us, but they're out here killing us. And then, that's the rebuttal every time. And not once they take responsibility or actually look in the mirror as to, why the killings happened. When you tell them, well, it happened because, he was about to pull a gun on a cop. He was robbing a place and he was about to pull a gun on a cop and a victim. Once again, there's a rebuttal and an excuse for that. Well, he didn't have to kill him. He could have shot him in the leg, shot him in the foot. But you got to take time to think, bro. Like, what if that was your husband or your son or whatever, and they're trying to arrest somebody, and then that person pulls a gun on them, about to shoot them. You gonna tell them, well, make sure you try to shoot him in the leg, or make sure you try to shoot him in the foot? That's bullshit. You need to take responsibility for that person. Like, that person shouldn't have been out there robbing somebody, or that person shouldn't have been out there, doing what they were doing, stealing cars and shit. You got to take responsibility before you can try to build a platform or foundation, to go protest and make arguments. Until we take responsibility, it's going to crumble. You're building this whole this Black Lives Matter on a false foundation. And until you acknowledge, the little things, it's never going to work. And not to mention, like I'm not a racist. I'm not filled with self-hatred, but I just look at shit real. It's also a form of reverse racism if you look at it. Black Lives Matter. If white people came out with a motherfucking group called White Lives Matter, black folks, niggas would have a fucking fit, but we don't think about that though. Or if white people came out with we got like BET, Black Entertainment Television. If white people had a white entertainment television network, black folks would cause a motherfucking riot, like I say, I'm pretty sure motherfuckers be like, oh, this nigga Tom and Uncle Tom and coon and bullshit. But I'm just telling you shit real. You don't have to agree with me. I don't give a fuck. And, that's just like on a whole nother issue itself, It's like you got to stop trying to demand respect or peace of mind from other people, white people, black people, because some people just ain't gonna never respect you no matter what, no matter how educated you are, how much money you make, what kind of car you drive, what part of town you live in, how nice you dress. Certain people just gonna look at you in one form, fashion, or another. Like me personally, I know I don't fit in with white people. I don't fit in with blacks, because, I'm too white for most black people and I'm too niggers for white people. But at the end of the day, I know for the most part, not all white people, but the most of them was classing me as, hey, you still a nigga, regardless of, how educated I am, how much military service I have, how much money is in my bank. A lot of people gonna look at me as still a nigga. And that's the thing with most people. You can't give two fucks about what people think. You got to live to please you, make you comfortable. And as long as you pleasing you, your life is right, and you comfortable, happy, that's all that matters. But back to the Black Lives Matter topic, like I say, I respect what they're trying to do, but at the same time, it's like until they start making a fuss, the same fuss they make when a cop kills somebody, until they start doing that every time a nigga kills a nigga or a black person kills a black person, it's like it's going to crumble. It ain't going to have no effect. It's a joke, Like, I'm a black person, and I say the same thing every day. And don't get me wrong now. Don't get me motherfucking wrong. Like, every motherfucking black person that was killed by a cop does not deserve to be killed. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, you know. I'm not saying that, you know, that all these the cop killings were fucking justified. So don't twist my motherfucking words. You know, but what I am saying that some instances, you know, you can't sit there and say, hey, this nigga robbed a family, blah, 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 you know, held a gun to a little girl, and you can't be mad at a motherfucking cop for killing them. Hey, you know, I'm not talking to all people, all black people, because a lot of people have sense, common sense, you know, but it just, some people just don't get this shit. It's all about race to them. And a lot of times it's not about race, just about right and fucking wrong, you know. But that's just my little rant. I'm trying not to go on too long. You know, like I say, I'm the type of person, you don't have to agree with me, just like I don't agree with everybody else. But at the end of the day, whether you're white or black, white, you know, people could learn to respect other people's opinions and respect other people's, you know, peace of mind, space. That'll make a whole lot of things go smoother. Because a lot of stuff is just because, you know, people act like their way is the only way in life. And that's what gets a lot of people into dumbass motherfucking arguments and altercations. But anyway, we'll keep this short and sweet. You know, like I say, I'm a real, you know, laid back person. I like to be goofy, have fun a lot of times. But I just thought I would just make this video because it's just been kind of on my mind. I know I probably missed a lot of stuff that I wanted to say, but, you know, thanks for watching.